Part 14. We've jumped into part 14, finally getting through all of the sideline story stuff. Now this is also going to be dialogue. I'm assuming it's the Fox Street and what's happening with General Vlora attacking the Fox domain. However, before we jump into that, we're going to go into the encampment and use a Medal of Bravery that we found. Thank you guys for watching thus far. We're going to be looking for subscribers, looking for likes, looking for comments on this video. If you guys are watching and you're keeping up with the gameplay thus far, I would humbly ask if you could subscribe to the channel, throw a like on this video, and let me know down in the comments below what you think of the gameplay so far, what you would do differently. But alright, let's get into it. We've promoted Serenoa and we've promoted Anna. I'm thinking, since we've gone with two physical attackers, I either want to do a mage upgrade, which Frederica would be my choice in that, or I'm thinking even a healer. Getting the healer right, I feel like, is always very overlooked in video games, but a healer will definitely make you damn near unstoppable in any game. I think I'm gonna do the healer. Thought about it, and I think I'm gonna do the healer. Go from a healer to a curist.
Might I be of service?
Now we also have one other item that we can use here in the encampment, and that is to do a weapon upgrade through Jens, and it's a spider silk. So with that being the case, it looks like the two archers, Huguet and Archibald, are weapon upgradable. I'm thinking I'm going to stick with Huguet. Having the ability to kind of get on top of anything is just undeniably useful for a archer. So here we go. We just used that on Huguet, getting her to rank 2. We're going to up her damage and increases the duration effect of either Blinding Arrow or Shadow Stitch, or increases your critical hit rate against enemies with 50% HP or less. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Have her just be the finisher. So there you go. Archer is doing more damage. Our healer has been upgraded. Without wasting any time, let's leave the encampment, get into the next main storyline quest or dialogue portion. And here we go. Oh, General Vlora wrecked them.
Far too much blood has been spilled.
I know how loyal you were to the late King Regna. We may be enemies, but you still have my respect. I would invite you to join our ranks.
You would dishonor me so.
I prefer it to your death.
Save your pity for someone who needs it.
To the death.
Your master will never have our loyalty, even if it means the end of the 3 high houses. Your Majesty, I serve you even in death.
Oh man, I was hoping to get the 3 high houses in my party. That'd be pretty dope, but looks like that's not gonna happen. So the Fox domain has met its demise at the Asphrasti soldiers and General Vlora.
His plot foiled and bested in battle by House Wolford, Silvio Tellior flees, leaving everything behind.
And the second high house just straight up dips. Not good.
House Fawkes fights valiantly, but ultimately loses to General of Vlora's army, and joins their late king in death. Of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, Wolfort, Tellior, and Fawkes, too are felled by the iron hammer of Esfrost. House Wolffort now stands alone, in more peril than ever.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good, and we still don't know what's happening in the mines. Here we are back with Conehead.
2 of Glenbrook's 3 high houses have fallen. Esfrost's invasion took me by surprise at first, but this is quite the interesting turn.
Interesting?
Now Wolffort stands alone, having lost both the crown and its allies. There is no better time for us to act.
Then let us set the trap, brimming with bait enough to lure them in and keep them there.
As you command. The famed High House of the Saltiron War will soon be under your thumb, my lord. Having control of their land will make our deliveries that much easier.
Indeed, and House End will prosper more than ever. Brute strength is not the only path to victory. A truly wise man can win without ever drawing his sword.
Some plotting and some nefariousness.
My lord, a bird from Sorsley End of Hyzant has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in light of our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorsley has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolffort in his debt.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get. Let us accept his proposal.
Oh,
we can deal with whatever ulterior motives he may have once we are back on our feet.
Understood. We shall discuss our countermeasures at another time.
I can't even decide. We gotta take it. But that's fine. It'll be interesting to see how that progresses with the holy state of Hyzant now getting into the mix. Let's see what's happening in Whiteholm Castle. And then the next will be House Wolffort. Regardless, though, I am ready for any battle that is going to come our way. This is going to be a blasty
Congratulations
blast.
on your victory in the Falk's domain, General.
Thank you, sir. They were proud warriors. And Lord Landroy a formidable foe despite his age.
I imagine he was content to breathe his last on his beloved fields. 30 years have passed since the Saltiron War. It was time he was put to rest beside that bygone era. Avlora, it is time you had a rest as well.
What do you mean by that, Your Grace?
Your soldiers have fought long and hard. Any longer and their morale may suffer for it.
But what of House Wolffort? Prince Roland is still with them. Is that not cause for concern?
There are no lords left worth worrying about. House Wolffort stands alone after Roland's uprising.
Even so, we would do well not to underestimate them. Even standing alone, they once changed the course of the Saltiron War.
Damn right.
House Wolffort is no longer the hunter, but the hunted. Or do you believe you understand something that I do not, General?
I don't know, your name's Gustadolf.
No. Forgive me, Your Grace.
Anybody named Gustadolf does not deserve any respect in my book. Gustadolf. Shout out to anybody named Gustadolf. I'm sorry for the comment. But here we go. Castle Wolffort is next. Roland requests a favor of Benedict.
You wish to speak to me, Your Highness?
I wish to leave the Wolford domain.
Oh, you bastard.
And you want me to persuade Lord Serenoa?
Yes. Though I doubt he will welcome the conversation after the scales have spoken.
The scales of
But the
conviction.
people are tired. Their expressions grim. And this castle is no different.
Even so, the decision was made together.
Yes. But I think we all know that I am at the source of our troubles. The responsibility ultimately falls to me.
If you truly wish to take responsibility, then I do have an idea.
And I would hear it.
Give me that ring.
Oh.
But this is proof that I belong to the royal family. What would you do with it?
Have you die for your people.
That's the answer to everything. Fake a death. Just fake your death, and everything will be a-okay. To Norzilia Riverbank. Travis and Trish's band happen to fall, starting discovery. Oh, it's the bandits from the beginning of the game.
Hey, boss. Come take a look at this.
The poor soul. Or maybe not so poor, judging by these clothes.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
It's his ring.
A shiny ring, huh? Is that the royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland!
The corpse is regrettably too damaged to identify, but the royal signet is unmistakable.
So did we just slap the ring on
Aside
some
from
dead
Cordelia,
guy?
there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring.
We
There can be
really
no
just
doubt
slapped it on some dead guy.
This is Prince Roland.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but about that reward.
Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
What a waste. Is this truly how the Kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
House Wolfort are no fools. Their friend was only a liability. They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince. They may have escaped, but there are none who would help them. There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolfort any longer.
A shame.
That's it? They just accept it? Like,
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend.
Oh, Roland.
this poor girl, she hadn't done anything. She's literally just cried and been a prisoner. Sure, we can go ahead and save the game here. That's no problem. Light and Shadow completed. We've taken a buyout from one of the Saintly Seven in Hyzanth, and we faked Roland's death.
The
all
news
before
of
the
Prince
15-minute
Roland's
mark.
death spreads across the land like wildfire. With
This is
his
great.
demise, seemingly comes the end of the Kingdom of Glenbrook. But only days later, a proclamation is made that would bind Esfrost and Glenbrook. Bearer of the royal signet and last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, Cordelia is to ascend as queen and wed Archduke Gustadolf.
So you're faking your death, just handed over the entire kingdom. That's great. This is all shaping up exactly how I would have done it, kind of. Not really.
Princess Cordelia is to wed the Archduke? What is the meaning of this? Gustadolf is the very one who invaded Glenbrook.
But King Regna is to blame for trying to monopolize the mines.
What does it matter who the princess weds as long as Glenbrook lives on?
It damn well matters to me.
Rabble.
My people, our days of late have been dark and filled with strife. Both Glenbrook and Esfrost have suffered countless losses, and we have lost both of our beloved princes. For that, I offer you my deepest condolences. May they all rest in peace. As you all know, my father was sentenced to death for his role in this tragic event. But how do we come to grips with our sorrow and anger? How do we atone for our mistakes?
I'm assuming you're going to tell us?
Esfrost does not deserve your forgiveness! Do not submit to Gustadolf's will!
Rabble! Rabble!
Let us recognize our sins as such and move forward. Archduke Gustadolf has magnanimously given us another chance.
Wait,
a chance to see Glenbrook to a fair and free future. As the queen of this kingdom, I, Cordelia of House Glenbrook, do hereby accept the warmth and governance of Esfrost, and swear to do everything in my power to usher in an age of peace with the Archduke.
More rabble! Rabble!
With all due respect, sir, I do not believe Queen Cordelia to be fit for ruling Glenbrook.
She does not need to be. She is to be our figurehead, a place for the people to focus both their hope and discontent. And while the poor people of Glenbrook stumble in the dark, we shall establish a new government, one based in freedom. Once the people have had a taste of true freedom Esfrost would offer them, there will be no turning back. By the time Cordelia births an heir, both this kingdom and its people will belong solely to Esfrost.
We can hear you up there.
I would be loath to stand upon a political battlefield. It is far more heartless than those of war.
I am simply breathing new life into a kingdom of tired traditions. The people will thank me for it in time.
Politics versus war and the war of politics.
Father, my brothers, I swear to avenge you.
Hell hath no fury. She's gonna do something crazy, I can almost guarantee it. That's gonna be a good time to see, though. Castle Wolffort, we got one character story. Roland reminisces during a training session with Sarah Noah. Let's check out this side quest real quick.
You've gotten better, my friend. Much better.
Much better.
Only because I've had you to train with.
And how far behind would I be without Sir Maxwell's tutelage? The Dawnspear himself is my personal mentor. And still you're all but my equal.
It's been a while since we last sparred. It takes time to adapt to a new opponent.
Perhaps so.
Pause.
Anyhow, I always enjoy our skirmishes. No better way to clear my head after another quarrel with Father. Must all 3 nations be part of this mining venture? I've yet to hear a convincing argument as to why.
You do not hear because you do not listen.
Hyzant offers nothing but a sliver of their vast riches. Something we could easily do without. I understand the advantage of involving Esfrost. Their expertise speeds things along immeasurably. But Hyzant? Have you at least demanded they lower the taxes on salt? Such a change would be welcomed by our subjects and enrich their daily lives. We cannot concede everything while gaining naught in return. Surely you see this, Father.
It has been decided, and I will hear no more. You presume upon matters you do not comprehend.
But Father, I'm just...
Enough.
Now, Roland, if there is nothing else, pray leave me be. I have more important matters to attend to.
Yes, Father.
Oh, but now that boy dead. He done lost his head.
If only I had found the right words. If only I had kept my emotions in check. Perhaps things would have ended differently.
Yep, it's all your fault.
Blaming yourself for past mistakes will lead you nowhere. You must look forward for the opportunities ahead.
Of course. And I trust you'll be at my side come that time.
Just as House Wolfort stands with the crown, I stand with you.
I am fortunate to have as loyal a friend as you.
As am I. Enough sentimentality. Raise your spear so I can knock it down.
You're welcome to try, my friend.
Oh, witty banter. Pretty cool, though. I mean, seeing how these characters all interacted with each other before the story began. Castle Wolfort. Serenade and the others speak to Cordelia's ascension as Queen Glenbrook.
Prince Roland, have you heard about the address at the capital?
I have.
I won't forgive them for making Her Highness say such horrible things.
Enough, Huet.
But they lied about the king's death. They made it seem like Gustadolf was justified.
Say no more. If Cordelia can endure this, so can we. And as long as she lives, that is enough for me.
Forgive me, Your Highness.
We all understand how you feel, Prince Roland.
No, I apologize. I lost control. Thinking about it will do us no good. We must rise to action.
Indeed we must. Everyone knows of your death now. That means we are free to make our next move.
And that move will be...
Listen, my friends. Prince Roland of Glenbrook is dead. I am now merely Roland, a warrior who fled a fallen kingdom. I humbly ask for your support until the sun shines upon our royal line once again.
Ooh, epic zoom in. Oh, nice!
Is that Sir Maxwell's?
That mask. You look just like Sir Maxwell.
Hell yeah.
This is a secret that shall stay within House Wolfort.
Sir Maxwell rides again.
Master, grant me the strength to free our home from Esfrost's clutches.
Hell yeah. I was wondering how they were going to cover that up. I mean, he's still got a battle right? He's still got to do stuff.
How is he doing?
Better than before. He groans in pain from time to time, though.
I see. I wish I could tell Father about our situation now, but...
Lord Serenoa, if your father were awake, I am certain he would praise you for safeguarding Wolford.
Sad to say, the real trouble is only just beginning. I'll be damned if House N's protection comes for free. No doubt the longer we stay, the steeper the price.
Precisely. Minister Sorsley is not an altruistic soul.
If you were in his shoes, what would you do?
I would squeeze us dry, then look for an opportunity to.
But we won't let that happen.
Of course not. Anna is already on the move. It is our duty to protect and guide this house.
This heart ain't changed since the day Lord Simon took me in, lad. I'm ready to put my life on the line for this house. We'll get past this, one way or another. You'll see.
Thank you so much, both of you.
Interesting. So they've sent Anna off, but to what end? Simply to spy, or is she about to murder somebody? Ooh, we got some more side information. Let's go to the Twins Gate first, see what's going on in Azeroth.
Lord Svarog, the body of Lord Dragan is...
So my son has finally returned home.
Oh, that was his son.
I will be there soon.
Interesting.
Is something the matter?
I think it better not to look, my lord.
And why is that?
His face. There is no vestige of the handsome lad he once was.
He got hit by an arrow. What's up with his face?
Oh, my son. I understand. You are dismissed. I am so sorry, my boy. Please forgive your pitiful excuse for a father. I will find the one who did this to you. I swear it.
And they think that Roland was the one that did it. What's going on in the harbor? Oh, Anna.
I see. So there is an illicit salt trade held outside the auspices of the Norzelia Consortium.
In this business, you cannot avoid rumors even if you try. They
Oh,
say sneaking
information
under the
gathering.
Consortium's nose is well worth the risk, but I am not so bold.
And who is behind all this?
I wish I could say.
I am not asking you to tell me for free.
How generous of you. It's but a rumor, of course, but... They say none other than Minister End in Hyzant is pulling the strings.
Interesting.
And some free advice for you, my friend? You'd do well not to get involved.
Why?
I'm afraid that will cost a separate fee. Why, thank you.
I'm afraid that will cost more monies. And then at the source at Hyzanth. Oh, this is where they harvest all the salt. they got a bunch of Brazilians doing it. Everybody is equal, except for anybody with pink hair.
Water!
Oh no.
On your feet!
Water, please!
Get back to work! You aren't the only one who's thirsty!
No setbacks, I presume?
None, sir. We are already well ahead of schedule.
Splendid. The ledger, if you would.
Yes, sir.
This looks like a battle place. This is definitely going to be a battle place.
I would hate for there to be a problem with our numbers. I will hold on to this for now.
Of course, sir.
Water!
Put the poor thing out of its misery, Booker.
Yeah.
You must be firm with the Roselle. Show them the
but
slightest
you
mercy,
tainted all the
and
salt.
they'll think they deserve more.
Yes, sir!
Alright, and then back to Castle Wolfork. Frederica voices her doubts to Serenoa. Several days later.
Serenoa, do you have a moment?
Ooh, this is a new part of the castle we haven't seen yet.
I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage. Now that Glenbrook has been brought to ruin by Esfrost, is there any meaning to our union? My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolfort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
But you have a home. Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
As do you, as a member of House Wolfort. Your place is with us now.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, this is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. Just as I am.
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
Here you are.
Oh, Gila. Spoiling the moment.
Master
gonna be
Benedict has been
lovey-dovey.
searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once.
And they were talking about marriages and stuff. But it does seem as though a wedding between the two would be...
You said we
Kinda for
received a
nothing.
delivery from Minister Sorsley.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House End is a wealthy one, even by Hyzant's standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am.
Agreed. Relying on them comes at a price. They will be looking for recompense.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But this is the path we chose to walk together.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
So you say. Hugit.
A missive from Minister Sorsley has arrived.
I see he wastes no time. What absurd request could he possibly have in store for us?
Nothing good, that's for sure.
Here's some stuff. Oh, by the way, we'd like some stuff of yours. Scales of conviction time. Sarah and the others got to discuss the response to certain ministers' request. Interesting.
Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley. We are to deliver his cargo to Esfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolford to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzant?
I am saying it is an option.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzant's Saintly Seven. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzant's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Esfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ. But a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
Interesting. That is a hell of a conundrum there. Managed to survive the battle, but the situation grows more complex. The decision we can generally sway the course of our future. We must firm in the convictions. Interesting. Okay, so from my understanding, if we transport the salt, then not only will we have evidence of the treachery, but we will also gain favor with the Hyzant. But if we decide to travel to Hyzant and report the illegal salt, we may lose favor with Hyzant and at the same time not have any evidence of the illicit trade salt. Let's go to the city streets and ask around. That is a conundrum. So if we help them, then we at least have evidence. And we can use that on later down the road. But if we don't help them, then we're kind of in the same boat that we're in now. Looking around, trying to find shinies. And we need to talk to the people here. Let's talk to the people and see what they say. Oh, there's the Hyzant soldier. Merriam's provisions will show how deep the pocket of Saintly Seven goes. I never thought their generosity to extend beyond Hyzant. Saintly Seven are highly revered in the Holy State. You learned all you can about the Saintly Seven of Hyzant. You, soldier! Happy to let the provision minister... Oh, it's another Hyzant soldier. The joy, is there anything you'd like me to relate to him in return? I did not think it's possible to amass such riches. Thanks to him, we can rebuild our town. We will not forget his generosity. Before that, there's something I would know. What do you think of Minister Sorsley as his vassal? Let's go real politically correct here and just say thank you. Thank you. I shall do just that. But Minister Sorsley did want me to pass one more message. He says that the gratitude should be shown not with words, but deeds. Of course, I will take those words to heart. It's a warning. Basically, do what we ask you to do. I owe you a great debt of gratitude for these provisions. One of the soldiers told me you're the reason we have food now. Thank you so much. I mean, knee-jerk reaction, first thought, help him. You know, help out with the illicit trade salt. And then from there, I mean, not only will we have the evidence to prove that he's been doing illegal stuff, but we will also have favor with Hyzanth. I mean, that makes sense, right? Oh, you only have 3 of those. I've gotten a lot of money from running the mock battles over and over again, and it is specifically for this reason. That way I can just buy up anything that the vendors sell. Like this speed ring should come in handy. Evasion ring will definitely come in handy. Oh, he's got 2 of them. Oh, no, I don't want to equip it yet. Accuracy ring will definitely come in handy. Like, all these things will definitely come in handy. I spoke in the last video about how we should have some, like, abilities to allow us to get stronger even on the turns that we can't do anything. Evasion. And I thought about it some more, and I was like, why don't I just start using these spices? I mean, these spices definitely are useful to use on your own peoples. Range windstones. Ooh, and then the large recovery pellets are always useful as well. Range HP recovery pellet. Yeah, might as well buy those as well. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I rode those mock battles so hard, is so that I could get these items just without even thinking about it. I think I see a shiny. Range HP recovery pellet. What's in this house? I'm assuming there's nothing in these houses. I've kind of looted them like crazy. Oh, never mind. They've just been placing some random stuff. Hey, cat. Thank you. 3 timbers. And even more people to talk to. What's up, soldier? Sir Maxwell joined the army the moment we got the news of Prince Oil. The timing is too convenient. There's something else going on here. Please say no more. I wish I would be loath to lie to my own soldiers. Yep, that sounds right. I know that you're an honest man. I can surmise the turn of events from words alone. I will trust you and ask no more. All the other soldiers feel the same. Good. I may be able to procure goods and open my shop. My child will go off to bed with an empty belly, but no more. My mom said it's thanks to you we can eat again. Don't you forget it. Any shinies in this house? I do not see any, nor am I able to pick up any. Who else is around here though? Nobody over. Red anklet. I'll check out what that is here in a second. Checking around, moving around, clicking A as fast as I can while I run around this house. What else we got? Is that all the people? Nope, there's somebody here. I am as grateful as anyone for Hyzanth provisions. I don't see anything. I don't think there's anything in here. And I believe I spoke with everyone, unless there's somebody hiding, in which I didn't want to talk to you anyway. I believe I got all the shinies as well. Oak. Oh, I feel like that's important. I feel like that's a weapon upgrade item. So I'm glad I turned the camera and looked there. Okay, so again, on I'm going to go ahead and try and convince everybody to do the illicit sage salt. Not only will we be helping out getting evidence, being on the good favors of Hyzanth, but essentially I feel like that's what will help us move the story along. I mean, if we don't help him, that'll cause strife between Hyzanth and us. But if we do help him, yeah, let's help him. So who do we need to help? We need to talk to Anna. We need to talk to Benedict, Frederica, and Eridor.
Lord
I feel like that's
Serenoa.
always the ones. Poor opinions both. I wish we had the option of taking neither path. We should transport the salt. We believe it to be better to do the Minister Sorsley's bidding. If we know the way House Endes illicit, we may figure out a way to get the upper hand. Regardless of what. Yep, the first one. I see. It'll be easier to find the cracks in the defense from the inside.
Yes.
If that is our aim, it is well worth the risk. Anything else you wish to know? There is. I cannot help wondering if being part of these acts would sully the Wolfort name. The words of the outsiders likely mean little against Saintly Seven. If we bring changes against Sorsley, he may just lay all the blame at our feet. Yep.
Certainly.
Saints hold tremendous influence on Hyzanth. On the contrary, might use their position and power to indict us instead. An undesirable situation indeed. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. I now see where you stand. Moved by my words. So I feel like that helped out. Now we gotta talk to Benedict and Eridor and Frederica.
Decide.
Involved with illegal salt. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. We should transport the salt to the duchy at House Endes' behest. We should transport the salt, yes. I see you believe we should follow Minister Sorsley's orders. Right now, House Wolfort stands alone. We cannot risk losing Minister Sorsley's support. Regardless of his motives, we owe him a debt. There is no guarantee we will succeed in exposing Sorsley, and we should fail. We should make enemies both Ende and the house state itself. Yep. The odds of appealing to those in power in another nation and succeeding are certainly not in our favor. We have enough enemies as it is. There is still time, Benedict.
Certainly not.
Very well, my lord. It is safe to assume that you think exposing crime would be a reckless course of action. It is. We haven't sufficient information to take action. There's no fool. Shaking Hyzanth's faith in one saintly seven would be nigh impossible. Yeah, we don't have any information to take action. You have made your position clear, but of course, my lord, allow me a moment to make a decision. Deep in thought. Eridor, what do you got? We've got to take Hyzanth and report the no-good minister. This one will not easily be swayed. We should transport the salt. You're actually considering doing his dirty work? I didn't get that option. House Ende has given us money and provisions. Mr. Sorsley's no fool. He is no doubt wary of our betrayal. Can't deny that. Our servant is Booker is nothing to sneeze at. I wish not to be part of these crimes. We can avoid it.
Consider this.
I'm sure you've thought long and hard about it. Running away from our problem will avail us nothing. Ill-earned though we may be, we need House Ende's coin. We must do this to survive. Our accusations fall on deaf ears. We make both Ende and Holy State. Yep, the risk is far too great. No, troubling thought. Indeed, I understand that I do. I need more time to think about it. Deep in thought. And last is Frederica. Frederica. There you are.
Serenoa.
We cannot overlook the Minister of Sorsley's black market dealings. I know that it means more without salt in the duchy. I believe we should go to Hyzanth. We should transport. I know why you're opposed to exposing sinister crimes. Yep. Minister Sorsley is one. There's time and place for everything. Right now, House Wolfort stands alone. No, this one. We would struggle even with evidence. We do not desperate as we are lacking proof. Might we speak a little longer? I admit that I'm more curious as to why you would make us an accomplice. Oh, I didn't get that one either. Our relations with Athfrost are strained enough as it is. I wish to know of Azeroth for your intention. We might glean something new if we go there. I too would like to know what they're scheming, but our destination is enemy territory. Let us return to our own council, Frederica. Deep in thought. And I believe that's all. That's all we got. Is there any shinies around here that I might be able to pick up?
Serenoa.
No, Roland, you're already doing what I want you to do. So here we go. Scales of conviction. Let's see if I was able to convince everybody. I have a feeling that a few are not. But let's see.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorslay's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I mean, it only makes sense, right? I hope. It makes sense in my mind.
Forgive me, my lord.
Oh, he didn't go with mine. I wasn't able to convince him.
Even still.
I'm sorry, please understand. Ah, you bastard.
I agree.
You have my support. I think that's enough if I convinced her. Eredor, what did you decide?
Just can't see.
Sorry, but I can't list Hof without a fight. Ah, poop. I believe I wanted to go yellow, right? That's what I was trying to convince everybody of. Okay, well there you go. I went yellow. Anna was enough to swing it. Oh man, nobody was convinced by my
The way forward
words,
is decided.
except for Anna.
We have no choice but to follow Sorslay's demands and bring the salt to Esfrost.
I wonder if that'll cause strife within the party. Like if people will be mad. Doubtful though, right? That's what the scales of conviction are about.
We have chosen our path. We shall do as Minister Sorsley asks and deliver the salt to Esfrost.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
As you wish.
So here we go. We're gonna be dealing some illegal drug deals. Salt deals. We are salt dealers at this point now. Yeah, let's go ahead and save the game there. And we are a little under an hour on this video. Let's see what pops up next.
No good deed is the product of selflessness, and Minister Sorslay's intervention on the Wolfort's behalf is no exception. In exchange for their livelihoods, Serenoa and his entourage must transport Sorslay's illicit salt across their borders. With no pride left to bolster them, they have little choice but to obey. Preparations for the journey are a somber affair.
March of the Smugglers.
The cart's ready, my lord.
As are the disguises. None will suspect us to be aught but common merchants.
Good. Then let us prepare for our departure.
And we get to go under disguises. I'm a sucker for good disguises here.
Oh, just look at what we've been reduced to. Skullduggery and deceit. Whatever honor we had is losing its luster by the day.
Well, yeah, we even faked the death of a prince of a royal family member. I mean, we're not exactly swimming in Wolfort streets, Whiteholm Castle, and no side people missions at the moment. All right, I'll just go ahead and cut this video here. I feel like that's been a pretty good indication of what's to come. Thank you guys very much for watching. As always, make sure to like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below about what you think. Would you have gone with the illicit salt trade route, or would you have reported his misdeeds to the Holy City? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will, as always, catch you guys on the flip side.